Hi everybody, this is Jarrod, and today's date is March the 6th, 2014, and I'm going to be reading one of my poems today. This poem is a special one. It's one that I wrote recently. It's a fun poem, but at the same time there's a great deal of seriousness behind it. It's also a very funny poem, because I'm going to be speaking in the form of a dialect of two particular women. The poem is entitled "The Porch Pundits," and it focuses on a young girl we've run into before. We all know someone like this in our life. This young girl is a very unapologetic, loose girl who doesn't care about what people think of her, what people think of her, and those are some characteristics that can be very impressive when you think about it in the context of not caring about what people think. I think it's a very interesting and very strong quality to have. But this particular girl does run into a very shady individual, and even though she's not really the star of the poem per se, as opposed to the two gossips who are sitting on the front porch, and of course that's the title again, who talk about her. And I put the two characters, the two porch pundits, in the seats of two southern black women of middle age who can see everything, from the front porch. And the front porch is the trademark, the benchmark, the hallmark for gossip. And I think that's what makes this particular poem very fun it was fun to write. And I hope I do my own poem justice, because I'm going to be speaking in the dialect, and that's I'm going to also have this printed out so you can read. It'll be below the poem if you want to read along. And of course, dialect often comes with words that the way a person speaks, I spell it the way the person says it. That's one of the major, I guess you could say, major aspects of a dialect. All right, I'm gonna give this a go, and I want some opinions on this too, guys. So bear with me. I'm gonna make this fun. The Porch Pundits, February the 6th, 2014. There it is. Miss Purple Velvet Peep-show Heels is coming right on time. Again? Yes, again. She ain't learned yet. Wearing less of a dress, I bet. And strutting, not twissin'. You better believe it. Like she owns some. Like she own everything. And maybe she do. You done seen them. Who? Them men whose faces get more colder than freezer burned chicken when they see ya. Oh, I didn't know it was that deep. You don't think they got that gold on the finger? What do you think? Ooh, that girl must know what she must be doing, 'cause tacks are all over the floor of that territory. She might know how to be careful. Things like that have a way of getting out of hand. I don't know. No, you don't. And me either. I did say maybe to that. What you know? One of them party favors got to go. And it's old KK's go. Stop your lying right now. I would if I did. You need to hush up about this, not KK. Uh-huh. Didn't she hear about them last three somethings that had 'em? Don't look at me like that. Maybe she didn't. Who around here sighs the dead and gone, and folks who never even scooted by this town haven't heard about it? That girl is crazier than water on the brain. Nobody in court could pin that he didn't off them up and gone gals, even though he was the last one to see 'em all. No, now, he did have all them alibi sexuals to back 'em up. Lord, that's alibis. Now, I thought I was far gone. Don't start with me. Hell, you know what I mean. Sides. I think the wife did away with him, and the fact that nobody even looked in her direction when it all went down is sick in the head to me. They all need a check for being stupid on one side of their heads. I didn't even think about that. They're always fighting about his women. If I was her, he would have been let go and out the door a long time ago. That's it. And I don't know if you knew, she wasn't looking too good health-wise either when I saw her at Decker's Groceries last week either. You don't think she on that stuff, popping caplets or something, 'cause of him, do you? Me? I think you need to try again. I'm gonna throw a rock at you. He done gave her some nasty sickness. That's what you telling me. Gotta be. She ain't the one to take a chance on getting on the mess. She thinks you're too high class for that. All about appearances, you know. Miss Lemon on Capshaw told me something about it, but I didn't pay attention to her too much. You know, we was at the farmer's market, and you know she loves gossips and lies, and she called herself a lover of the Lord and life. I know. Anyway, he would be the one needing a pine box if he gave me something that's been passed from some filth or from anybody right there with you. Either way, don't be surprised with all that fooling around if you hear about Miss Purple on down the line. It's found face down. It's the same color she wearing tonight around town. Thank you guys for listening. I kind of broke up there on the last part, but you pretty much get the gist of the poem. I had fun writing this. It was so fun. I loved it so much. And I want some opinions. I hope you guys like it. I hope it was funny. I hope you caught the seriousness of it as well. But you can tell I'm not an actor, but it all plays well in my head. That last part, you know, pretty much told, you know, what would happen to this young girl if she keeps seeing this man who could possibly have I guess just a sexually transmitted disease, because basically that's what I'm saying here, and pass it to her. You know, either way, you know, don't be surprised with all that fooling around if you hear about Miss Purple down the line. It's found face down. It's the same color she wearing tonight around town. See, that's what I really wanted to end that. But the two old women, you know, middle-aged women sitting on the front porch, you know, talking about this young girl, you know, walking that the whole neighborhood knows, but is very proud and not ashamed to show who she really is. And this, of course, is fodder for these two women. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please give me some comments on this. I really like this poem. And you want me to write more like this, I can certainly do that. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys who take the time to listen to me recite my poetry and other poems as well, but by some of my favorite poets. If you have poets of your own that you'd like for me to recite, I will be more than happy to do that. I can definitely get on the ball with that. So again, thank you guys so much for this. Thank you guys for listening to me, and I will see you again next week. Jarrod is out.